Welcome to another of my sketchbook tours. Previously, I've covered most of my 2021 sketchbooks, so I thought why not just complete it with the November and December 2021 sketchbook. Well, the kids are outside making lots of noise, but we're gonna do our sketchbook tour anyway. I didn't draw this. This was a poster from Taiwan that my brother gave me one year. I just cut it up and made it into a sketchbook cover because I didn't know what to do with it. I don't like pasting posters around my room. It kind of distracts me. And this is some glue tape that I got from some hardware store. Those stuck together right now. You just have to add water like a stamp and then you can just paste it. I drew this at my neighbor's daughter's wedding. A stamp I made. At that time I was experimenting with stamps made from Play-Doh and plasticine. I would stamp it, scan it, color it, print it out, cut it up, and arrange it like a collage. Crazy experiments. So I'm using this modeling clay here and make it into some shape. And pretty much I'm just using it like a stamp. And then stamping it. Weird shape. Make it flat. Another strange shape. And then maybe you can just add on whatever thing you want. It's like a penguin. Dip pen looks like. I usually draw these running poses when I'm rushing for a deadline, it seems. A comic that I did completely on Clip Studio. I seldom do comics that are completely digital, but this is one of them. This was kind of fun actually. At this time I was just going back into drawing with dip pen and ink. I just love the feel of the flecks. I incorporated a drawing by my daughter. This used to be a receipt, but it's totally faded now. It looks like I was trying to record my experiences about buying a shoe and then realizing that I made a wrong choice. Collage experiments, I don't like the colors. I think this comes out when I don't really know what to draw. I think I was just drawing the same person from different views. Doing a comic with pastels and perhaps color pencils. This was during the COVID period and I actually bought this button presser where I could press the lift buttons. I think I threw it away already, using up some old markers that I seldom use. Check them out. Oh my goodness. Let's just keep them all again. I was reading this comic called Arab of the Future, and I think this is still one of my favorite graphic novels that I've read. I really enjoyed the story, and the drawing style was different from mine. They had these really big noses, and so I was trying to get out of my comfort zone and draw noses like these two. To me, these would be considered more like cartoons, and I never really liked the word cartoon because it made comics less cool. Like these would be comics and these would be cartoons. But this comic made this cartoon way of drawing pretty cool. That made me more open to the word cartoon. Some random comic. Just a diary in November 2021. Just capturing what's happening in daily life, just mundane things. Me finishing my projects, selling a pen I made, watching Carmen Sandiego with my daughter. At that time, my son was still not born yet. And this was what my wife was cooking at that time. Yeah, I bought this scroll saw and then I sold it away. and my daughter making herself comfortable under this tall table that I made. I've since thrown this away. This looks like a comic, but these are just random experimental panels just for me to explore and see what's possible. Done with pencil and pastels. Added some tape here. I think this was chalk. A comic I never completed. Playing with patterns and shapes. I wrote this story after having a conversation with a friend. Just putting my thoughts about the conversation in a fantastical story. A bit of urban sketching combined with, I don't know what I was doing here. I think it's urban sketching and imagination combined together. But this was chalk pastels. And this is my chalk pastel box. This keeps the chalk from breaking. And these are the chalk pastels. Quite easy to carry around. More experiments with comics. I think this book has lots of experiments. I love this page. This is a page that I draw inspiration from. Just collage cutouts. This is a stamp from a restaurant we were eating from at that time. And to me, this always looks fresh and surprising. Trying out inks for the lines and chalk pastels for the coloring. I love how just combining different mediums gives me a different look. Chalk pastels are great for this. Soft gradients. Comics can be half pictures and half words, and here the comics are more words than pictures. Another mundane diary entry. Going cycling with my daughter. I brought her to a restaurant and this is what she said. Practicing the art style from the Arab of the future. And more diary entries. My wife would usually wake up to my daughter's recorded singing. My daughter changing into her uniform under her blanket. And then me and my wife dropping her off at school.
The sun is up, it's time to wake up.
Things have changed since then. So this is the morning, and I recorded my daughter's pickup after school. I would sometimes have to rush to school to pick her. I'll park far away and then take my skate scooter to pick her up from the school gate. Practicing drawing with acrylic gouache. Looks like I drew this late at night when it's all quiet. Trying to draw a coffee shop scene in a more cartoony style. I don't know what this was. I think just practicing shapes and I don't know. Ideas for a t-shirt that I never produced. This is Watson from the Sherlock Sam Kids series, which I illustrate for. A rubbishy page. What is this? Tissue paper? I guess it was an experiment gone wrong. That's just some strange experiment. Well, that's about it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.
The sun is up, it's time to wake up. The sun is shining on the white clouds. Oh, oh. The sun is up, it's time to wake up. The sun is shining